What's up, you guys? It is Mary. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. It is Paris Fashion Week, and I am here to give you all the juice and the tea of the beautiful fashion shows that have gone on. This week, I'm going to be reviewing 10 of my favorite shows. If you guys want to know what that list is, please refer to the community page on my channel so you guys will know what shows I will be reviewing this week. I will be posting them throughout this week and next week as well. I know there's supposed to be some more fashion weeks coming up, so please make sure you're subscribed because I will be posting every day. But today we are going to be talking about Schiaparelli, honey, and we are going to actually kind of dive into what the hell was going on, because I feel like his show really went viral and a lot of people were kind of like, what is going on? And I guess some people just really did not know what was going on. Me, for one, I did not know what the heck was going on for a while. But you know, I'm such a curious person, especially when it comes to fashion. So I just had to literally figure out what was going on. So I headed over to Vogue Runway to see the write-up that they did about this show and everything. And y'all, apparently this collection was all about the Inferno of Dante's Divine Comedy. And the animals on the dresses were one of 4 literal references taken from Dante's Inferno. Apparently it is about the terrors of hell as a concept. And it really kind of, the show really kind of emulated the whole 9 circles of hell, because apparently there's a total of 9 circles in hell or whatever. And the Dante's Inferno is about what happens to villains. It's actually a book or a poem written by an Italian writer. I love the fact that they took this whole collection and made it about a story that an Italian writer had created. It kind of paired it with the whole Italian fashion house. I thought what I love about Schiaparelli is that they actually really do something different. Like, sometimes you get tired of seeing the same old ball gowns and stuff like that, and sometimes you get tired of seeing the same old. And what I love about them is that they have their own unique DNA, and I feel like that's what makes a really great fashion designer. Like, when you can look at one of their outfits on somebody, you'd have no idea who that person is, but you can tell by the dress who it belongs to. You know who the designer is. And I feel like some people who really do that well is Iris Van Herp. I feel like Schiaparelli does that well. Balmain, I feel like they do that well. Sometimes they don't. It kind of depends. But those are the 2 designs I feel like really do it well. I'm sure there's some more. But yeah, so that's what I love about Schiaparelli, and I just thought it was really interesting that he literally made a whole collection about the 9 circles of hell. Well, my mom calls it the 9 sins of humanity, which I don't know if I have all of them right, but I think it's limbo, lust, greed, or gluttony. I think it's gluttony, which was the 3-headed dog. I think pride was the lion head. And then it's greed, wrath, hearsay, which is contradicting the opinion of what is usually accepted. Violence, fraud, and treachery. I hope I said 9. But yes, and I do believe that, because I did not read the book or poem, I am not interested in reading a book about the 9 circles of hell. But I did want to know what it was kind of about. So I do believe that's what it was about. I feel like each design that Schiaparelli created really has some element of what happened in the poem of the Dante's Inferno. And I feel like, personally, it's really bold to do a whole collection about hell and the terrors of hell, and then to try to do it in a way where it doesn't necessarily look demonic. Like, you know, I did not really get that feeling from looking at it, but when I started to do research on it, I was like, okay, I totally get that. There's also a point in the Dante's Inferno where I guess Dante, he's going through this whole process or whatever, because I think in the book there was some guy named Virgil that was taking, oh yes, it's a poem about how he was lost in the woods and Virgil takes him into the 9 circles of hell. So it was this guy named Virgil who's kind of leading him through this whole entire process or whatever. But apparently in the 7th circle, victims of the whole was the 7th circle of hell, victims are actually transformed into trees. And there's this beautiful dress in the Schiaparelli show that's basically made out of wood. And I thought that was just brilliant. I thought it was really cool that he had this, like, it had like these really silhouetted bodices. Like, I know there's like this really famous, well, not famous, but I mean very famous for the fashion house, this Schiaparelli perfume bottle, and he had like these really madly silhouetted designs, like from the menswear that was kind of shaped for feminine, for women, was in there. And then also he kind of had like these really strong bodices, like with the wood. Then he had one that was so pretty, like I don't know, I think it was maybe velvet, I'm not sure, but it had like this light brown skirt or whatever. And then it had like this beautiful, I think it was what he said was made out of mother pearl, or was it y'all bear with me, it was, oh my god, yes, it was broken glass jewelry it was made out of. And I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was, oh my god, that's something that you could wear to the Met Gala. Like, that will literally be a showstopper. And what I also loved about him is that he had like these gilded earrings as well, that were like gold plated of like human body parts. That's what I love about Schiaparelli. They really do stuff that is out of the box. You know what I'm saying? But still keep it very feminine. What I also really thought was an interesting concept, because he does have this whole thing that's about Dante's Inferno, the 9 circles of hell and everything. I do believe Doja Cat was made to sit down there and represent hell. And she was supposed to represent hell or the inferno, like a very hot place. You know what I'm saying? As these 9 circles of hell, as these dresses that kind of symbolize the 9 circles of hell kind of come out, and she is like hell watching it all kind of unfold. Like, it kind of was interesting and kind of poetic. Like, I really thought it was kind of cool. Like, and listen, I am a godly person, all that stuff, but from a fashion designer perspective, like from someone who's a fashion designer, someone who is an artist, I love how he kind of integrated all of these concepts and ideas from the Dante's Inferno into dresses. Like, that's what fashion is about. It's literally about taking ideas, concepts, your belief, culture, whatever it is, and turn it into clothes that say something bigger, that say something interesting, and outfits that make you think. Like, what I love about this collection is that it really made me go research and like actually figure out what the hell his collection was about. Like, what was it really about? And I just love the fact that he made me go and try to figure out this little fashion puzzle, and I'm like so here for it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I thought it was really cool. But yes, with this whole entire collection, he had like these really stiff silhouettes. There's one outfit, I think it was the second outfit that came out. She had this really stiff bodice, and all of these outfits, most of them were corseted at the back. Listen, when I make it as a fashion designer, you guys see me out there, know that for me, corsets will always be an integral part of any fashion collection that I do. I love a corset. I love a snatch waist, as any woman does. But also, you know, my mom, she's African, so she has always told me about the importance of keeping your waistline. Like, these women here, waistlines are snatched. Like, if anything, that waistline will be snatched. Okay, so I just feel like that's also in my DNA. So I love the corseted back. I love that this black outfit that she had, which was super tight and everything. Then it had this beautiful pleated skirt. I just thought it was so delicious. Like, he knew what models should wear what, and I just really love that. There was one where I don't know what it is, but it looked like these little tiny, not metal pieces, but it looks like these little tiny tile pieces that were kind of light, and they kind of looked fringy, like as they moved around or whatever and stuff. And also, I feel like with the whole hell theme, I mean, I feel like people feel like Satan is like this red guy or whatever and has these horns or whatever. So I do think like that whole horn thing that comes up like this, like into the sharp U, I feel like it kept in with the theme of hell and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe the whole greed thing, like with her whole gold painted face, like you love gold so much that you just want it on your face, which I know is also one of their colors in the Schiaparelli house, but I felt like that also was kind of on theme with that. So I really love this dress or whatever. I like the slit at the back. I wasn't really here for the gold face. But yes, yeah, I have already talked about this beautiful this dress with the vase and everything. But I want to talk about the silhouette, because he had talked about it, because you know this whole Dante's Inferno thing, it was about a man's journey through the 9 circles of hell. But he is, I think he's a women's wear designer. So how do you kind of keep in the theme of Dante's Inferno but still keep it feminine? So why not put women in menswear and then have the menswear shaped into a feminine silhouette? Oh my god, that was so brilliant. Like, I ate it up. I thought it was fabulous. The suit that was super corseted in and everything. And then these really big jackets. Like, I think they were like, what is it? I think they call them plasterines. Plaster-made jackets. Like, it just looked phenomenal. Wooden bodices. I mean, and then they had like the little ball embellishments on that dress that Doja Cat wore, but it was with the wood. I thought that was brilliant. I also really love the big shoulders, because you know big shoulders are really known for menswear. But he wanted to keep in with the theme of the whole Dante's Inferno. I felt like he kept that whole entire concept true through and through with all the garments and stuff like that. I have never read the book, but I'm sure if I read it from front to back, I will see every single dress inspired by maybe one of the sentences or one of the stories in that poem. So I just thought it was really cool. I have no idea where the head comes from, but maybe it's in the book. I'm not sure. That whole head thing was really freaky. I was like, girl, can you see? But luckily, I see like super close up. It's like so freaking creepy. But like underneath the chin of the head, I don't know, can y'all see that? Like right there, you see her nose. It's so freaky. But yeah, so that was there as well. I do think that I mean, Daniel Roseberry, which he is the designer of this collection, he does like his little perverse themes. I have noticed, you know, he has talked about how, anyway, you went to research some of Schiaparelli or whatever stuff. But I do think that also this one was probably about lust. Because really he had a woman come out with no clothes on. Well, she had pants on or whatever, but she just was painted in gold or whatever and stuff. So I feel that that's what that one was about. It was about lust, for sure. One of the sins. The whole lion head thing, I feel like, as personally, I felt like I totally get the whole collection. I felt like he kind of really tied it in together with the whole the blacks, the whites, the golds, the browns, for sure. My thing is, I just felt like the lion heads were just a bit archaic. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like it was a bit too much, because it really looked like he just took a stuffed animal and he put it there. I know that at first I was like, PETA gonna get y'all. Apparently PETA is in agreement, but they do think that they should all be vegan free. But yeah, like I said in my other video before, I just felt like the whole lion head thing and the snow leopard on the dress, it just seemed like it came out of nowhere, really. I mean, even though I totally get the concept and where it came from, I felt like there were other ways that he could have done it. But I mean, hey, if this is how he wanted to do it and still have that shock factor and stay with the DNA of Schiaparelli, I'm not mad at it. You know, you have to do what you want to do as a designer. And you know, that's that creative freedom that I love about, you know, just being an artist. It just like lets you go to a childish place where it's like, you know, when you first come into this world, you have no preconceived notions, you have no idea about anything. You kind of go into the world with this whole naivete, and you're not really thinking about what other people think of you. Like, you're just like it's about me. It's my own little world. You're so curious about everything. That's what I love about art and stuff like that, and what I love about fashion. It just really nurtures that creative space for you. Like, I love fashion. I love art. I can't say it more and more than enough. And I'm so grateful to Allah that I am talented in what I do, and that this was my path. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, just my personality, that's just how I am, you know. But I just thought it was really interesting. You know, me personally, I would not have done it, but I love the fact that he took that risk and he did it. I mean, this is a collection about hell, for goodness sakes. Like, I don't think this man was too worried about what everybody was going to say about him. But yes, you guys do know that Naomi Campbell, she also had this dress, which I personally felt like he probably should have gone in that aesthetic. But I felt like she's a black woman. She has the black hair. It kind of all just kind of blended in together. Versus the lion head, where that's a completely different color. And it's more big. It's much bigger. You know what I'm saying? Versus with this one, the black wolf head, it's like it kind of goes, like it kind of seamlessly goes into the dress, and you kind of almost don't notice it until you see the white nose and then the yellow eyes. So I felt like this one was more tastefully done, in my opinion. The snow leopard, you know, yeah, I don't know. I just would not have made it, but I mean, he is a designer for Schiaparelli, and they do have that whole shock element to them, so I'm not mad at it. But yeah, I mean, that is what the whole Schiaparelli show was about. I hope this explained it for some of you guys who did not know what the hell was going on. But y'all, listen, he had 2 really good looks, which I thought, you know, was good that he kind of had some looks that kind of, you know, I don't want to say normal, but just some looks that kind of were on theme, but also were dresses that I can see people wearing. Like, I can totally see a lot of black celebrities, even some white celebrities, wearing these 2 dresses. I mean, for the second dress that girl wore that I told y'all I love with the pleated stuff, like, listen, you know, Schiaparelli, if you're watching, I would love this dress, and then I would love this one, okay? Just saying, you know, I'm in Tanzania, call me. But I just thought they were beautiful. Like, that last dress was delicious. He chose the right model for that last look. What are you doing? What are you doing? I thought this last look was delicious. It's like the caramel on the dark chocolate. Like, she looked so good. Everybody whipped out their phones when she came in. And you can always tell which design is really going to do well just based off of who, like, how many people pull out their phones. And I just thought it was so delicious. Like, I just love this. Like, the bow ties and the stiff silhouette. My cat is literally trying to kill herself and jump off this balcony. Like, I don't know what's going on. Trying to chase some fly. Anyway, she's fine. But I just thought it was really, really nice. Like, this whole thing behind her and everything, it looks like it was attached to the dress. And then you had these little bow ties going down in the front. And then you had her melanin just popping. Like, she just looks so beautiful and youthful. And just the caramel color, oh my god, it was so dramatic. It was so beautiful. It was so tastefully done. Like, it just was everything in a bag of goddamn chips. And then I love the shoes, which really were like imprints of toes on the heels. I just thought it was beautiful. Oh my god, it was so amazing. So amazing. I love Schiaparelli. I love Schiaparelli. I absolutely love Schiaparelli. I thought they did just an amazing job. And I love to see something different, because sometimes you want to see something different. You know, fashion is supposed to spark creativity. You know what I'm saying? And it really sparked my own creativity, because I had kind of been like not like in a slump, but I just had not really been designing as I should be. Because I was designing a lot when I was in America, but when I literally packed all my shit and came to Tanzania, it's taking me some months to settle. You know, I'm still in the process of trying to get a sewing machine and all that stuff. So, but yeah, so that whole thing was, it's taking a while. That's why I'm doing more fashion reviews versus me sewing. But when I get a machine, you guys, just know I will be posting more content about that and creating garments for you guys, so you guys can see what I'm doing. But if you guys want me to do videos about pattern making, just comment down below what type of pattern making you guys want me to do or whatever. But yeah, Schiaparelli, love it. 10 out of 10. Love the show. Concept was amazing. Really bold and brazy. I do believe that Doja Cat was supposed to represent hell, and I will stay on that till the day I die. But yeah, I thought it was brilliant. But yes, you guys, it is Mary. If you guys like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And if you guys want to contribute to the content on this channel, please refer down below to my description box. But you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you guys are enjoying Paris Fashion Week as much as I am.